Uncle, I promise." So my uncle returned to his seat and began his story. "Once, in Arabia, there were two men who killed another. The slain man was innocent, the deed done out of jealousy and spite. The man they had killed was their brother. The two men had coveted his wife. When the act was done, the elder brother looked down at the slain man and said, 'Leave him here on the road where his blood will color the earth. Tomorrow, when the sun rises, the vultures will come and eat his flesh.' Now in Arabia, Balthasar, it is a dreadful sin to murder, and a grave dishonor not to bury the dead. But the younger man heard violence in his brother's voice, so he did not argue. The brothers took a last look at their kinsman, wiped their daggers of his blood, and returned to their homes, certain they were safe. But they were not safe, for that night the blood of the slain man clawed toward the heavens, screaming for revenge, and its call was answered. That night a beast sprang from the crimson pool, howling the name of its ancient god. It was the beast known only as the Hame. Hame. I shuddered as the words slithered up my chest.
"What is it?"
I said almost voicelessly. "The Hame is a bird, Bali, black as the sea on a moonless night. Its scream can drive a man to madness, and it leaves a bloody trail in its wake. And it never forgets its sacred charge. From that moment on, the Hame pursued the two men until it delivered justice unto them." Somewhere in the distance, I thought I heard another hideous shriek, and my fingers curled themselves around the edge of my quilt. Somewhere, I knew, a hellish black hawk was circling the skies, searching, waiting to rend me with its claws and judge me for my sins. Hame. It sounded like a curse, like a deadly spell, like the last warm breath in the mouth of a dead man.
"Uncle,"
I whispered,
"you said you'd tell me a true story. You said you'd tell me about Amir al-Khatib."
"I did, Balthasar," my uncle said, and I heard the sorrow in his answer. I couldn't yet understand what he meant by that, nor why he told me that story that night. I didn't yet know that my destiny and the destiny of the Hame had been entangled for many years, and would be so for many years to come. And although I suspected it, I didn't yet know that every word my uncle had said was perfectly true.
"But maybe he's right,"
I remember thinking that night.
"Maybe there is magic in a story. Dark magic. Magic that can steal your soul."
Soon my uncle left and closed the door behind him, and I kissed the Lord's Prayer into the wooden cross that hung around my neck. It wasn't long before I fell asleep, and in my dream I thought I heard my aunt's voice, muffled and distant. "You shouldn't have told him, Diego. It's better if he doesn't know." And in my dream, my uncle answered, "Do not worry, my love. It is just a story. Meaningless." Part 1. Palos de la Frontera, Spain, July, 1492. Chapter 1. Eyes in the window. There were eyes in my bedroom window, yellow ones, bodiless and surrounded by smoke. I was 14, and it was summer. I had been dreaming about the war. Hundreds of years ago, Moorish armies had taken Granada from its Christian rulers, and from the time I was born, our King Fernando and Queen Isabel tried to reconquer it. In my dream, I was there at the final battle, surrounded by grim men on tall black horses that stomped impatient on the sun-baked ground. Tangled beards hid the men's dark faces. Splashes of blood defiled their robes. Behind them, I saw mountains and burning trees, and the red fortress Alhambra.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.